Good day, I am William Theo, and this is PTV News Now. Germany admits leaking details of a military meeting outlining future munitions and battle plans for Ukraine. Russia calls Germany its age-old rival that is again its sworn enemy. VOA's Arash Arabasadi has the story.
At least 10 people died in a Russian drone strike on an apartment block in Ukraine's southern port city of Odessa. Rescuers raced to cut concrete, combing for casualties trapped in the rubble. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said the drone was an Iranian-made Shahed kamikaze, one of thousands supplied to Russia throughout the war. Ukraine, heavily reliant on Western powers to sustain its war effort, has long asked for weapons with greater range to strike Russian targets from afar. And so, when news broke late last week of German plans to equip Ukraine with the Taurus cruise missile capable of flying about twice as far as missiles supplied by Britain and France, Russian officials were quick to blame the West for its ongoing invasion of Ukraine. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov described a strong war camp in Europe bent on delivering a strategic defeat to Russia in the battlefield. He also bashed Finland and Sweden's recent membership in NATO. News of the Taurus missile first broke through what appears to be leaked audio of a video call where German officers discussed arming Ukraine with hardware and possible targets like the bridge linking Russia to illegally annexed Crimea. On a recent visit to Vatican City, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz called the potential leak a very serious matter that will be investigated very carefully, very intensively, and very quickly. Meanwhile, civilian targets like schools and building blocks remain very much in the Kremlin's crosshairs as Moscow's missiles tear entire neighborhoods apart. And as Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine now grinds into a third year, mourners buried the loudest voice opposing the government of Russian President Vladimir Putin. Chanting his name, thousands said goodbye to Alexei Navalny after his still mysterious death in a penal colony weeks ago. Independent Russian media and human rights group OVD Info reporting around 70 detentions nationwide, despite relative quiet before the cameras in Moscow. Arash Arabasadi, VOA News.
Kamal Adwan Hospital in Palestinian territories has recorded cases of dehydration and malnutrition among children. The nursery department has seen 13 infants die due to malnutrition. One of the patients suffered an immune deficiency due to malnutrition and no milk was available in the Gaza Strip. Her mother did not receive adequate nutrition during her pregnancy. The unit struggles to cope with shortages of essential supplies and barely functional incubators while relying on solar energy for its operations. Doctors are hoping for a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel. Meanwhile, an international group of scientists has discovered what is believed to be more than 100 new species living on seamounts off the coast of Chile. From deep-sea corals to glass sponges, sea urchins, amphipods, and squat lobsters, scientists say these discoveries from a recent Schmidt Ocean expedition could be contributing to a new science. Aaron Easton, an assistant professor at the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, who was involved in the expedition, said scientists collected specimens from the Nazca Ridge and Salas y Gomez Ridge, two underwater mountain chains that stretch across 2,900 kilometers in the southeastern Pacific, as well as from the Juan Fernandez Ridge, located on the Nazca Plate off the west coast of South America. Descending into the deep ocean, the scientists used an underwater robot to explore seamounts along the Nazca and Salas y Gomez Ridge. They hope this data can support the designation of an international high seas marine protected area. And at this moment, let's turn to our colleague in PTV's Pine City studios to get us up to speed on what's brewing lately in the Cordilleras. Ala?
Naimbag Arabi, Pilipinas. Nagbalag the Office of Civil Defense nga adati panusa iti siya sinuman ang matiliw gapo iti pa nagkaingin wenno pa nagpuor iti kabambantayan. Manipod iti Enero iti agdamatawan 70 ti insidente iti uram iti Cordillera. Kadwan ket napasamak iti bagyo ken Benguet. Sigun kini OCDCA Regional Director Albert Mongol, natakwatan dagiti investigador, anay gagarat ti panakauram dagiti kadwan a kabambantayan. Malaksit iti Bureau of Fire Protection, binigbigmet ni Mongol ti dakkel at tulong dagiti dadumang ahensya, kas iti Philippine Air Force ken dagiti lokal a gobyerno. Dakkel met atulong ti isasangbay dagiti kamang ti USAID amang ipatumpal iti panagsanay iti forest fire suppression.
They were surprised and happy to note na maganda yung ating pinapakita na response, no? And walang pangangailangan ng humanitarian assistance kasi na mabilis nating maapula. But then wala tayong casualty, zero casualty since January.
Iti dadungapay adamag na tiliw iti talunga individual anang ibiyahe iti 4.32 million pesos agata ti marijuana ijay sitio Ginakan Barangay Dangoy, Lugwagan, Kalinga idi weekend. Sigun iti pulisya, pinara dati SUV ang nagluganan dagiti suspect. Ginandat dati aglibas ngem na idumparda iti checkpoint signage. Dagiti suspect at manipod paso de Blas, Valenzuela. Nakumpiskar iti lugan dati 36 a pidaso ti bricks ken tubular marijuana nga agdagsen iti 36 kilograms. Nakumpiskar met laeng ti lugan ken cellphone dagiti suspect. Sumango dagiti suspect iti kaso a panaglabsing iti RA 9165 wenno Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. Dagiti damdamag manipod ito'y PTV Cordillera, siak ni Ala Sunduan, Naimbag, Arabi.
Thank you, Ala Sumduan, and that's a wrap for tonight. We look forward to you joining us again tomorrow, same night, same time, same place on your remote and or URL in your browser. And always keep in mind to dream big, work hard, count your blessings, and turn that frown upside down while you catch the news right here. William Theo wishing you all a restful evening.